Good evening, everybody. Feeling a little bit tired, but I'm good. Survived it, so I'm happy to scratch it off my bucket list and move on with my life now. You know what I'm saying? So, how y'all doing?
Good, man.
Did y'all enjoy it?
Yeah, congratulations on a great performance. It was
Thank you.
it was good fight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Was it harder than you thought it was going to be?
Hell yeah.
Just he hit harder, or the whole thing?
He hit harder. Everything hurt. His hands hurt. His head hurts. Everything hurts when I make contact. So it's like, I'm like, wow. So and it makes you so fatigued trying to deal with him, trying to cause on the inside. You got to keep his arms locked. I learned that from watching Lennox Lewis and Holyfield fight. You got to lock his arms up, or he'll hit you with them uppercuts. So I was trying to keep his arms locked up. The referee trying to let it go. What you think I'm gonna let it go so he can kill me? Nah, bro. It's not gonna happen like that. So I had to work on the clinches. With the clinches, it made it good. So I was able to land punches on the inside of the clinch and get it back before he could ever throw anything good. So that's what my strategy was going in. That's what our strategy was going in, was to clinch him on the inside, box him outside, clinch him inside.
I know you said everything hurt, but was there one particular shot that hurt you? Were you close to dropping or anything like that? Or?
No, I never thought about dropping, but it was two good shots, one good body shot he hit me with, and he hit me with a uppercut straight up and threw my jaw off a little bit, but my jaw's still a little sore, but it's all good. It happens in fighting, you know what I mean? So it's like, I knew it was gonna happen. Obviously, I was able to take the shots and nothing really happened. I never was dizzy or anything. I did feel them, but they never had me dizzy, so I was good.
What do you think about the judges' verdict?
I mean, of course, everybody always gonna feel like they want to fight. I thought I wanted to fight. I thought I had to move around and kind of control the pace better. But I mean, a draw. I took a draw with Mike Tyson. I mean, come on, bro. How could you get mad about that? You know what I mean? And he was throwing more power punches anyway. I'm throwing more jabs and probably other punches. He landed probably more power punches. So I mean, it could go either way. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with the draw. I mean, I hear him all the time. He want to do it again, but it's a big old dude. So he bigger than he weigh 220, but nah, he more massive than 220. Trust me.
So obviously, when there's a draw, everyone's immediately like rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay with not fighting again? Or
I'm okay with that, but me being me and knowing me, I ain't gonna be settled with no draw. That's why I said right away, I'm not the draw type of guy. So I mean, I'll talk to my kids. My kids already tell me no, daddy, that's it. But we'll see,
Congratulations on a great performance. Right?
Thank you, my brother.
Let's say your kid's convince you not to do it again. What do you think Mike's capable of? Who do you think you could fight at this point?
Mike can fight anybody that just keeps going and stay in shape like he's doing now. Because it surprised me that he was able to go them 8 rounds like that. And so with him going 8 rounds and strong like he was, he's capable of fighting anybody. Because truthfully, people gonna have a problem getting out of the first couple rounds with him. That was the hardest part, of getting past the first 2 or 3 rounds. So if he catch you, you're gonna have a problem. I mean, like I said, I was feeling everything, so I know that he's a really exceptional puncher still, and he can do anything he wants to do, you know what I mean? For him, it makes sense to do it the smart way, but he can do anything he wants to do.
You'd like to see it. He's talked about Joshua Wilder for obviously.
I mean, it's like we have nothing to really prove. So, I mean, if it made dollars, if it made sense, then I could see him want to do it, but he really got nothing to prove by that. I mean, for us to be able to do a dang on exhibition and break all them records like that, that's pretty amazing. You understand me? And if they the confines of being able to do what you do, show your skills still, and everybody healthy and happy. So it's like, I don't want to see nobody go do nothing stupid and go take stupid fights, because we feel like we can, but it's like, at the same time, you got to know your limitations, and it may be 1 or 2 we can get, and I'm sure we don't mind trying it, but we'll see what happens.
The world is talking about Mike right now, but the world is also talking about Roy Jones. They a huge audience saw you tonight. After the way the last 10 years of your career went, this and that, how does it feel to be at the center of the boxing world and have the whole world talking about Roy?
Man, it's only a blessing from God that I was able to be able for us to be able to bounce back like that, not just me and him. It was already talking about him, and he always gonna be talked about because he was such a big guy and a big puncher. But for me, people thought it was over. They never thought I could last 8 rounds. You know what I mean? And so for me to last 8 rounds, I said a lot to people. You know what I mean? Make people understand that this ain't what you think it is. It's like when God calls, you go. It's like it wasn't something that I had planned on doing, but I knew something was going to happen eventually, and to get that opportunity to go out and give the world something to look forward to that was positive is a beautiful thing. I just thank God that we both made it out cool and nobody got hurt. So it's like it make it even better, because people got entertained, yet everybody on the edge of their seats because they know all it takes is one punch from either one of us and anything can happen. So,
Roy, you took Mike's power at the age of 54. You were set to fight him at 34. Did you think you could handle his power at 34 now?
Well, I really thought I had a better chance handling that 34 than I would have at 51. So it would have been tough still though, because like I said, everything throws is exceptionally strong, and you don't find guys like what the real difference is when you put two people in there together that are really gifted people. You find out the difference in that and all this other stuff. And tonight, I knew it already in my head because I knew what he done and what he's accomplished in his career, but he's just further showed that he was Mike for a reason.
Mike landed 67 total punches. Which one of them do you remember the most right now?
I think I probably remember the uppercut the most. Got my jaw still a little shook up, but it's all good because it's boxing. but I think I remember the uppercut the most.
You connected with 37. Which one was your favorite?
I think the hook I threw was my favorite. Yeah.
You had some showmanship there, throwing the drop the
I
glove.
gotta be, if I ain't Roy Jones, what good does it do me to perform? People want to see Roy Jones. They don't want to see me go out there and fight unlike myself. So I gotta be Roy Jones.
You got Mike standing in the back of the room. What would you like to tell him?
Hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity, brother. Thank you for putting on a hell of a show. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Any other questions?
How do you feel your presence on the card, that representation, and what that meant to the other, younger fighters that were on the card as well?
They gotta be honored to fight with me up, Mike, on the undercard. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest fight probably the last 30 years. They say so. How could they not be completely overwhelmed by having their names on the undercard of that event? You know what I mean? So it's like for me, I feel like it was very inspirational for them, and I'm glad it was. That was the other reason I didn't mind doing it, because I knew that the younger fighters on the card would really get a kick out of it, and they would be able to say that they fought on the undercard of one of the biggest exhibitions ever.
You said that you
The biggest exhibition.
Better believe it.
so you said that you wanted to give the people Roy Jones. No purpose in you going up there if you don't give them Roy Jones.
Right.
So were you more so aiming to put on the show or trying to go for the W?
I really wanted to put on a show too and go for the W, but the show they must have. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to get a W, but you definitely want to put on a show. So I had to give them some of the rest that was hands down, And it's like, to me, the normal person would be stupid to be in front of Mike Tyson with their hands down. But that's who Roy Jones is. So I had to do it.
You talked about wanting to touch the subject and to see if we want to move forward. But right now, in this moment, how do you feel about going into another bout or going into this exhibition?
It's not really fair to ask me that because I don't really have good sense about boxing. If somebody called me, I'll say I do. So it's not really fair to ask me. You should ask my other counsel because I'm not really too smart. I don't know how to say no. So thank God boxing ain't drugs, because I'd never say no. So I don't really know what to tell you right now. Just if it's me, of course, me, I'm going to get back in there, but it's not just about me.
Outside of boxing, you also had a music career. Is there any,
Of course, it's Y'all Must Have Forgot Part 2. It's About to Hit Banger Volume 2 in the works. The song I came to the ring on tonight, my son did the beat to that. Yeah, so we always working, man. It's just, like I said, God is good. To be able to have such an event, such a big event at a time like this with the pandemic being the way it is, and like I said, people not having nothing positive to look up to or to look forward to, this gave them something positive to look forward to. Gave them entertainment, people got a chance to get together, have fight parties, do all the old school things that they used to do. They ain't did that in a long time. They haven't found really a fight worthy of them doing that in a long time. You understand me? This gave people an opportunity to relapse and remember what the good times were like. And I love that we were able to be a part of that. That meant more to me than anything. So even if something bad would have happened to me, I'd be happy that I gave the people something that they wanted to see. They don't want to see me get hurt, of course, which I thank God that didn't happen. They didn't want to see him get hurt either. But because we both came out healthy and cool, everybody should have had a great night.
Anything else? Any other questions? Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.